This is Dormouse03, and this is the beginning of my Max Payne 3 Old School difficulty walkthrough. So I chose Old School. I was a little confused as to whether Old School or Hardcore was in fact the hardest difficulty. I've read some things online that Hardcore is more difficult, but I started off with Old School, and we'll see how it goes. I'm almost through the game right now on Old School, and we'll start one on Hardcore, and if Hardcore appears to be harder, I'll probably make a guide to that as well. So, I like free aim, and I believe that at least with hard lock, the achievements are turned off, so you don't want that. But I prefer the free aiming.
I said I would protect the girl.
It's just more like what I'm used to. So I got a little bit messed up here. I was expecting it to give me the tutorial again for some reason. So I was like, oh god, it's not giving me that. So they were just guys. So this went less than gracefully right here. So in any case, here we go. And this game is pretty difficult, I found, even on the hard setting. There were parts that were pretty challenging, and that is a piece to one of the golden guns. I will not be finding all of those parts in this guide. Occasionally I'll stumble across a couple of pieces while I'm looking around for painkillers and whatnot, but this is mostly just a playthrough. So one of the things that you want to make sure that you do throughout this game is to use cover wisely. And if you're like me, then you're not going to want to do that because you're going to want to run out and use shoot dodge and lots of bullet time and go in and just tear people apart. But what will generally happen when you do that, unless you just are very, very good, better than me, is you'll die. You'll die a lot. I mean, look at that. I got a little impatient and went out there after that guy, and he hit me with one bullet, and half my life is gone, and I don't know. There are spots that are just a little bit cruel. It seems like. And so you want to use your cover when you can get into it. But you want to be careful too, because things can flank you, as we'll get to later. So I'm going to be trimming out most of the cutscenes here, just because this game is cutscene heavy, and this guide would be like 12 hours long. So you save the girl, and now you're going after the husband. And so you want to take care of that guy really quickly, and take care of these dudes. And the third, or I guess it's the fourth guy, comes out from right there, and you want to catch him pretty early on. He has a shotgun, and pretty much one shot from that thing, if it's anywhere near you, will kill you. So you don't want to play around with him. And then there is the last guy will come out of these doors, and you want to quickly take care of him before he pulls the trigger, because again, I believe that's a one-shot kill. And the thing about Old School that you will notice is different from when you played through on any of the other modes is that you do not get last chance or last man standing or whatever they call it, where you have the bullet time that you can go into and save your life, and take a painkiller if you have painkillers available. So you still can use painkillers, and you're going to want to use them when you need to, but you do not have the opportunity to save yourself with one. So it means that you need to be really aware of how much you're getting shot and be taking those as necessary. And so these guys will run and flank you, and you take care of them. And so right now, yep, I took a painkiller because there's no point in saving them, because they're not going to benefit you to stock them up like they would on any of the other modes where they'll give you that last chance. It's not going to do that here. You want to take them when you get more than halfway in the red, because they will not restore a full layer of health. That does about, I think, half or 2/3 of your life you get back when you take one of them. And so whenever you get more than generally when I get more than halfway red, I'll go ahead and take one if I have it, because you don't want to get into a spot where something can one hit kill you if it wouldn't already. So that's my advice with the painkillers there. And you'll see, I try to, when I can, hang back. Guys will sort of rush you, and that's what I try to save my bullet time for, is if some dude like that, if he'd gotten any closer to me than that right there, I probably would have gone into bullet time and taken him out, because they can be really awful, and don't do that. I mean, it kind of worked out and looked cool, but if they get close enough for you to melee them, it's probably not going to work out 9 times out of 10. But shoot the tire on that car and clean out the rest of these guys, and you are almost done with the first chapter here of your Max Payne 3 initiation, because it just gets a whole lot harder from here. I mean, this is pretty simple stuff, getting you acquainted with the mechanics of the game. And one thing to note, I knew it was the last guy, so I used my dodge there and got the cool little finish. But
Rodrigo, it's Max.
One thing to note is that it does give you that final kill cam on the last guy, and if you do not see that, be aware that there are probably going to be more guys in the area. You just haven't seen them yet. And they could be around corners and in like a next little area or something. But when you see that final kill, it generally means that you're going to get a checkpoint before you fight any more guys. So we're now at the end of the level. We've just got 2 more guys to kill in bullet time. You want to take out the guy on the left first, because he's the threat to your employer, and then the guy on the right. And you are done with chapter 1. So thanks for watching. Hope it's helpful, and I will see you in chapter 2.